Hey, it's your girl, Diva La India, and I'm here with Jorge Barrantes. Jorge, ¿cómo estás, amoy?
Muy bien, gracias. Gracias por tenerme aquí.
Ay, qué bueno. He is one of the hottest photographers in Central Florida. And today we're going to take a look at some of his work, and I'm going to ask him a series of questions because I want to know more about you.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
Tell us a little bit where you're from.
Well, I was born in Nicaragua, in Central America, and grew up in Miami since I was 15, and moved to Orlando in 1996. Lived in New York for a couple of years and moved back to Florida because I love the weather. So that's my background too. But originally from Nicaragua.
So dígame, Jorge, how long have you been into photography?
Well, I started in high school taking shots, but at that time it was only film. There was no digital. So film was very expensive. Also, you couldn't see your results right away, and it cost a lot of money to process it. So obviously in high school I was broke.
I know that feeling.
So it's something I really couldn't pursue full time, but obviously with digital technology and digital cameras, I took it back up again about 9 years ago, and but originally since high school.
So tell me, what kind of camera do you use?
Well, I use an Nikon camera, but the camera really doesn't matter what type of camera you use. I mean, all cameras basically do the same thing, so I use Nikon.
I understand, doing my research, that you use a lot of natural light.
Yep.
Can you tell me about that concept?
Yeah, well, natural light tends to be softer when you're photographing models. It tends to be softer on the skin. And for photographers, there's the famous golden hours, which are very early in the morning or very late in the afternoon, where the sun produces a beautiful golden tone that makes the skin glow. It makes the eyes jump out a little bit more. It's beautiful for the hair.
Wow.
So I prefer to work during the golden hours, either early in the morning or late in the afternoon. And so that's why I like to use a lot of natural light.
I notice your photography work, you shoot a lot of beautiful models. And the way you shoot is a lot of classiness, which you don't see a lot. And I gotta give you a thumbs up for that, being a woman. So how do you get your models, and how do you promote yourself to do what you do?
Oh, well, thank you so much for the compliment. Yeah,
you're very welcome. Well deserved.
A lot of times you see a photograph and you can tell a photograph was taken in 1980 or 1970 or 1960. So I try to create them in a very classical style. I don't know as classical as people think it was classical as boring.
Right, no.
That is put them in a way that you can see that photo 20 years from now and it looks elegant, it looks, fresh. So that's what I try to do. Actually, where most of the models I get is through a wonderful meetup group called there's two wonderful meetup groups. One is called the Orlando Digital Photography Group, which a lot of people who from all backgrounds of photography, from beginners to professionals, and another group called the Orlando Central Florida Models and Photographers, run by LaIndia, who does a fantastic work as far as bringing models together. Young models that want to test the waters, or professional models. So that's the photographers and the models kind of combine, and that's where I get a lot of the models. So,
have you seen any of your models make it to the big magazines?
Yeah, actually I have. I have several of them. Willow, who lives in Sarasota, she's an incredible, amazing model, and her career has just skyrocketed. Really? Yeah, no thanks to me. She's shot with several photographers.
Oh, you're so modest.
No, thanks to me. Because of her talents, really. 99% is because of her talent, and she's very persistent. And I'll say the other side of that coin, I've seen very beautiful models that have not made it, and the reason why they don't make it is not because they're not beautiful, it's because they don't have the persistence. Because in the modeling business, you get a lot of people who tell you no, or you get a lot of people who say no, that's okay, or you get turned down several times. So some models after they get turned down 2 or 3 times, and screw it, I don't want to do it anymore. But the ones that are persistent, that they keep at it, are the ones that are successful. So I've seen both. I've seen very beautiful models that are very successful, and I've seen very beautiful models that have just not been as successful because they're not persistent. So I guess what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter if you're a model, photographer, an accountant, a bus driver, whatever. The one thing you have to know, you have to have talent, but you also have to be persistent.
So that's the advice that you would give the models out there?
Yes, I would give that to models and to photographers.
Because photographers also,
many times I've taken a photo and I put it, for example, like in Flickr for critique, and they tear it to pieces.
Really?
Oh yeah, many times, you know. And what happens is, instead of, you know, me taking it personally, I read all that critique and I try to learn from it.
Nice.
To, you know, grow from that. So the one thing I would say just to photographers, models, bus drivers, anyone, is that you have to be able to be persistent, you know, take critique and, you know, keep going.
And use it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Use it
as a positive thing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's very good.
You know?
I want the viewers to see my favorite photo, and you can tell me where you shot it at and a little bit about it. This one here is absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorites because of the full moon too.
Yes. This was shot in a city called Morelia, Mexico. Oh. And this is the Cathedral of Morelia, which is one of the most beautiful cathedrals in all of Latin America. Absolutely spectacular.
It's beautiful.
And I was very, very lucky that day because it was a full moon. And I didn't know this, but when they have a full moon, one of the chapels, they light it in red or orange. And the other chapel is lit in green, and with the white moon, it makes the Mexican flag.
Lovely.
It's such a beautiful, and actually later that night they had fireworks, because they also have fireworks when this happens. So I was very, very blessed. There was a beautiful night, no clouds, full moon, and I was very blessed to get this shot of the cathedral, which is very, very, very popular. People from Mexico who know the area see that shot and they recognize it right away, and they think it's a wonderful shot. And because they're from the area and they compliment me on it, I feel very humbled that, you know, I was able to take that shot for them to enjoy. So.
Qué lindo. You know, I love your stuff, and I know that people that see this is going to love it also. So how do we get in contact with you once again?
Sure. It's my email is Barrantes, BARRANTESJL @gmail.com. And a lot of photographers, you know, if they like to contact me and ask me for advice, ask me for tips, I'd love to help them out. Now, I know this is also for the Latin community. If they, you know, don't speak English very well, or they're a little bit shy about their English, yo hablo español también, y con mucho gusto les puedo explicar en inglés o en español, como ellos gusten. So I love to help them out, you know, so please feel free to contact me. Any advice I can provide, I'll be more than happy, because I've had so many generous photographers and so many generous people that are giving me advice that I think I should only, you know, return the favor to other people that need the same advice that I needed when I was coming up. So.
Yes, Latin power. Here we come, sticking together and making it happen here at Diva La India.